Earlier this week, Miami Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel confirmed a decision that's been making waves across the league. Right before the NFL trade deadline, the team turned down a trade offer from the Baltimore Ravens for veteran defensive lineman Campbell. That's right, the Dolphins had the chance to move a 38-year-old player on an expiring contract for a fourth-round pick, and they said no. That's not the kind of choice any team makes lightly. But if you think this was just a quiet negotiation, you'd be mistaken. According to Campbell's brother, Jared, the situation was anything but ordinary. During a podcast with comedian Michael Lenosi, Jared Campbell shared the inside story, and it's the kind of drama that makes football more than just a game. Apparently, 9 teams, yes, 9, were after Campbell, offering at least a 6th-round pick to start. As the deadline approached, the offers escalated. 5th-round picks were on the table, and then, at the last minute, the 49ers threw in a 4th-round pick. For most teams, that kind of offer would have been a no-brainer. A 4th-round pick is valuable, especially for a player nearing the end of his career. But the Dolphins didn't budge. They decided to hold on to Campbell, and that decision speaks volumes about how much they value what he brings to the table. Jared Campbell talked about how this moment played out for his brother. Calais had prepared himself for the possibility of being traded. It's part of the business, especially for a veteran. Yet, when the Dolphins ultimately decided to keep him, it sent a powerful message. "Man, it made me feel love," Calais reportedly said to Jared. For a player who's been around as long as he has, being wanted like that isn't something that happens every day. It wasn't just about his talent, it was about what he means to this team. And since the trade deadline passed, the Dolphins' decision to keep Campbell has looked better and better. This team has been on a roll, winning 3 straight games, and Campbell has been right at the heart of it. His production speaks for itself, leading the team with 4 sacks and 9 tackles for loss. But what doesn't show up in the stats is just as important: his leadership, his presence, and the way he inspires his teammates to play harder and smarter. Campbell isn't just another name on the roster. He's a cornerstone, a player whose impact goes far beyond the field. His ability to rally the team and provide a steady hand during crucial moments has been invaluable. When the Dolphins passed on that 4th-round pick, they weren't just keeping a player, they were holding onto a leader, someone who elevates everyone around him. What makes this story even more intriguing is how many teams were in the mix to acquire Campbell. Along with the Ravens and 49ers, teams like the Cardinals, Bears, Commanders, and Bengals all expressed interest. That kind of demand for a 38-year-old on an expiring deal is almost unheard of. It's a testament to the respect Campbell commands across the league. And yet, the Dolphins chose to hold on to him. It wasn't an easy decision, but it was a calculated one. They weren't just thinking about the future and what a draft pick might bring. They were thinking about the here and now, about how Campbell fits into the team they're building this season and the momentum they're riding as they push toward the playoffs. In the NFL, it's easy to get caught up in long-term planning. Teams are constantly weighing the value of draft picks, future assets, and the promise of what's to come. But sometimes, you have to focus on what's right in front of you. That's exactly what Miami did. By keeping Campbell, they made a statement, not just to him, but to the entire locker room. They showed that they believe in the team they've put together and the direction they're heading. For Campbell, the decision to stay was deeply meaningful. It's not every day a team chooses loyalty over a tempting offer. And for the Dolphins, it's a choice that's already paying off. Campbell has been instrumental in their recent success, both in his on-field performance and his role as a mentor to younger players. His impact can be felt in the way this team is playing, with energy, determination, and a sense of purpose. The Dolphins' decision wasn't just about turning down a draft pick, it was about choosing to believe in something bigger. It was about valuing the culture they're building and the people who are helping to shape it. Campbell's presence is a reminder of what makes football more than just a game. It's about the relationships, the leadership, and the moments that define a team. As the season continues and the stakes get higher, the decision to keep Campbell could prove to be one of the defining moments of the Dolphins' year. It's not just about what he brings as a player, it's about what he represents as a leader and a teammate. For Miami, keeping Campbell wasn't just a move for this season, it was a move for the soul of the team.